Hey guys, I am so excited to talk to you guys today about how to build your revenue organically. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is how Pinterest, no matter what you guys have or what you're using to grow your income, you can make money by pinning on Pinterest. And no, I'm not talking about coming in and doing what I do for my clients, although that is something that is an option if you are interested, is to become a Pinterest manager. But you can actually make money for your business by pinning on Pinterest. And a lot of it. And Pinterest can be a great way to either make extra money or to have it be your full-time income stream for your business if you wanted it to. I'm here today to tell you that if you think Pinterest is only for saving pins for inspiration, or you're getting frustrated because all you see is product pins, or you think that it's only to get traffic to your website or your blog or your videos or your podcast, you could not be more wrong. But that's good. An interesting fact for you guys is that 55% of pinners use Pinterest to find products. So they're going to Pinterest to find what they want to buy. And 90% of weekly users use Pinterest to help them make that purchase decision. So Pinterest is the place for you to be able to make money. I want to first let you know, if you're new to me, hi and welcome. I am Laura Rike of laurarike.com, and as a rogue Pinterest powerhouse, I help high-performing business owners, content creators, and influencers just like you grow profitably the right way with sustainable systems so that you can be found first without those tantrums over the tech, or trading your sleep for success, right? Who's done that? Who feels like they're constantly in that rat race of, do I have more time? Can I do this? What can I do to be more successful? So I help with that. And I do this using my signature Pintastic Growth to Greatness framework. So without further ado, let's make Pinterest profitable for you. Thank you so much for being here today. I am so excited. Every company, every entrepreneur, every blogger wants to see growth. I totally understand. And I am right there with you, right? It is assigned to us, just like testimonials, just like messages we get from our friends and clients, that our marketing efforts, our time spent online is actually working. So if used correctly, Pinterest can do those things. They can increase your following, drive traffic to your website, and build your email subscriber list. Pinterest is as much of a search engine as it is a social media site. I actually just got asked this question yesterday. A phone call came in out of the blue with someone that I had been emailing, and he said that he heard Pinterest is only for solving problems, is what he said. And he said, I have a digital ebook. In fact, I have multiple digital books. Is it something that would be worth it for me? Yes. Pinterest is there to help solve problems because it is a search engine just as much as people consider it a social media site. I don't actually consider it a social media site at all because you're not going for the engagement on the pins like you would be if you put a post on Facebook or Twitter or things like that. In fact, it's actually one of the leading global drivers of website traffic online. It is a great platform to get fresh eyes on your content, and it's not just for solving problems. It's not just for the step-by-steps of DIY. It is so much more. It can be for products, it can be for services, it can be for blog posts. There's a ton of potential on the platform as long as you're doing it correctly. Let's dive into kind of a backstory. What is organic growth on Pinterest, right? So I also had this on Monday on a call, and it was, what is organic? What do you mean by organic? And basically that means that you do not have to pay for the platform. The purpose of any online platform is to build a community of loyal followers, loyal customers, raving customers coming back for more, always wanting to know what you have coming out next, right? By posting relevant content and interacting with those followers, this creates that deeper relationship. So that's a general overview of my definition of organic growth, right? And Pinterest is no different. So growing on these platforms is either organic or inorganic. When your growth is organic, it means that you are building those relationships without any ads. You don't have to put the money into the platform. Some people call it pay to play. Some people call it PPC. It doesn't matter, but you don't have to. It is an option. Definitely helps boost. But why put money behind something that you aren't already getting to work organically if you don't have that money to spend? So you're consistently and strategically posting new pins, creating new boards, sharing eye-catching images, and writing brilliant captions to get that organic traffic. You are reaching more people because you have a solid strategy in place, not because you're paying for that higher reach. You're not clicking boost. You're not putting ad dollars behind what you have created. You're reaching more people because of the quality. When you grow your following inorganically, it doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's a negative thing. I have a number of people that I work with and help through using different ad strategies, but you are using ads. It's called pay-per-click advertising, joint ventures, things like that. It's not something that happens without having to put that money or that work into working with a power partner, things like that. There isn't a wrong way, you guys, to grow your business. I am definitely 100% not saying that inorganically means bad, right? There is not a wrong way to grow your business. There are multiple ways to grow your business. And there are places for both types of growth. In fact, oftentimes marketers miss the organic growth opportunities that can propel their business forward because they're so focused on the quick wins. So now that we have that out of the way, what does organic growth on Pinterest? What is it and why does it actually matter, right? Another fun thing to note for you guys is that Pinterest drives 3 times more web traffic to other sites than Twitter, than LinkedIn, than YouTube, and Reddit all combined. So does organic traffic matter on Pinterest? Absolutely. So let's go over a couple reasons why that matters on Pinterest and talk about some of the things that you can do, right, for this. So the first one is organic traffic builds your brand authority, your brand presence. Pinterest is a great way to engage with your audience because it's a platform to prove to your audience that you are an expert in your field and worth following. It creates that authority standing for you. And to do that, you want to make sure that you stay consistent on the platform, engaging your audience who searches for what you are offering to get to know you. So it's something to be able to provide that to them, to show them, like, this is what I talk about. This is what I know unequivocally that I can talk about. We see those posts on social media, right? What could you talk about for 30 minutes or more? Who's seen those? I know I definitely have seen those in my feed before, right? That is what you can do with Pinterest. You don't have to post it on the platform. Number 2 is organic traffic. And organic traffic has a longer shelf life. Not just organic traffic, but on Pinterest has a longer shelf life. So what does that mean? Because of the content that you're sharing organically, it's most likely going to be evergreen, right? Meaning it's relevant for a long amount of time. You can experience a spike in traffic long after you post it on Pinterest. And so organic and evergreen traffic is great for SEO. With the right keywords and descriptions, users can discover and repin your content months to years to long periods of time after you've saved it on the platform. The more traffic you drive, the higher it ranks in a search. So you can continue to drive traffic to your website even while you're sleeping. It's a never-ending loop of pintasticness. Sometimes people wonder if organic traffic is slower. And yes, typically it is. And that's why I said in the beginning of this training that if it's not something that you can put money behind to make it move quicker because you don't have the budget to be able to do so, then don't worry about it. It does take a little bit more time to get organic to move for you. But like I'm talking about now is the long-term effects that you're going to have on the platform by focusing on this organic strategy is going to be more beneficial for you because you're going to keep getting that traffic. You're going to keep getting the sales and the new customers and the new email leads and things like that because it's going to be done at a sustainable pace. It's going to be done with a strong strategy, and people are going to see that organic and evergreen content that you're putting out there. So the third one that I want to talk about is organic traffic boosts your validity. Friends trust what other people post online. It's why we have power partners. It's why we have people that we do brand ambassadors or affiliates or things like that with as well, right? 84% of people trust online reviews as much as their friends do. And so if your friend shares a recipe on Pinterest or a pin about a better way to be able to do something or share something, then you're going to have more pull from that because they are the ones sharing it and they are the reliable source for their friends. So then you're going to be expanding out of your circle into their circle and their circle and so on and so forth. I know everybody is super excited about learning now, how do I generate the money, Laura? How do I generate money organically on Pinterest, right? So I am going to give you 3 steps, right? 3 things that I want you to focus on. I want you to also make note that these 3 things are not going to be like the end all be all in depth of what you need to do. I do talk about the actual step-by-step process in other things that you can check out and understand how to do them, like with screenshots and screen shares and things like that. But I really wanted you guys to see what is possible for your revenue building organically, right? So the first one is know your target audience. And I'm not talking about your target audience as in like the Joe Schmo avatar that you've heard before in the past. I'm not talking about that right now. I am talking about the individual that you want to talk to. One of the most important things that you need to focus your time and research on is knowing before you try to grow organically who this person is. What motivates them? What are the psychographics? What type of pins draw them in? Who are they looking to connect with? What objections do they typically have? And one of the things that I always like to talk about too with this is who do they aspire to be? If you are someone who's making 5 figures in your business, you're not going to turn around and start looking how to make 5 figures in your business online. You're going to look at, how do I get to 6 figures? How do I get to 7 figures? How do I get beyond those numbers, right? That is what they are aspiring to be. And that's who you need to talk to. Don't talk to how to make 5 figures. If your target market is someone who is making 7 figures or aspiring to make 7 figures, they already know how to make 5 figures. They're already doing it, right? And so we don't want the individual that says, I am Joe and I have a candle business and I make 5 figures, and then we have a pin that says, learn how to make 5 figures in your candle business. They're not going to care. They're going to scroll right past it because you did the avatar and knew that Joe was a male from Texas that's 35 years old. So focus on the psychographics. Who are they looking to become? Who are they looking to connect with? What objections do they have? What benefits are they looking for? That's really going to help you in knowing your target audience, because then you can speak to them directly in your designs. Then be specific in your call to action. I talk about this a lot, so I'm sure you've heard it before if you are on my live streams before, but your ideal client may love your designs, may love your description, may love your funnel, but if you don't tell them what they need to be doing respectfully and nicely, they are not going to do it. It's like if I leave my kitchen door open and I watch my kid come upstairs and I watch him get a glass of water and I watch him go right back downstairs, that door's still going to be open. He doesn't know that I'm thinking in my head, oh, he's going back downstairs. He can just close it as he goes. So I ask him, hey, when you're done grabbing that glass of water, can you please close the gate on your way down? Sure, Mom, no problem. Same thing. Your ideal target, they're not mind readers, you guys. So make sure that you know what you are driving your audience to and that your message is clear. That call to action is clear. If you aren't clear in your call to action, if you aren't clear on your title, and if you aren't clear that those two match each other and the funnel you're leading them to, or the article or the service or the product, your audience won't be either. The third thing that I want to talk about is be visible. Be visible. The more visible and the more consistent you are on Pinterest, the more likely you are to see organic results. It's the same with any other platform. If you aren't showing up, then your ideal client will not know you are there, and you won't be top of mind when they are ready to make a purchase or when they are ready to invest in your services. And so it's no different than when you're on Pinterest. Actually, Pinterest gives you more, I don't know what to call it. Like, it's not like the algorithm, it's not like a boost or whatever, but you are able to show up better in searches if you are consistent on the platform. They reward you for using their platform and being consistent on it. So be visible. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me today.